Hi, Lissa. Welcome. I'm talking to a bunch of different Hay House authors, and I'm asking them all one question, and that is about their own spiritual practice, like maybe what it used to be, what it is now, if it's changed, how it's affected them, what they do on a daily basis, if they do something. And I've had all different answers, so I'd love to hear yours.
Well, my spiritual practice really began during my own personal breakdown, starting in about 2006, when I went through my perfect storm, where within 2 weeks I gave birth to my daughter, my 16-year-old dog died, my healthy 33-year-old brother wound up in the ICU in full-blown liver failure as a rare side effect of an antibiotic that he was taking for a sinus infection. And then my beloved father passed away from a brain tumor, and this all happened within 2 weeks. And prior to that, I didn't really have a spiritual practice. I mean, I was raised going to church twice a week and prayed and that sort of thing. But it wasn't until I went through this that I realized something in my life had to change. And I had really gotten out of touch with the voice of my soul. I call it my inner pilot light. And so my daily spiritual practice now, it's multifold. And part of it is I have a meditation practice. So I sit in front of my personal altar for 20 minutes every day. But a lot of my spiritual practice is integrated into daily life. So one of the examples is something that I learned from one of my spiritual mentors, Tosha Silver. And it's a practice that she calls offering, and it's an exercise in surrender. So for example, every single time I notice that I have a desire or a problem that I think that I have to solve, I'm like a recovering do-it-yourself addict, and so I really used to think that I had to make it happen. If there was a problem, I had to solve it. If there was a desire, I had to bring it into being. And what I learned is that there's this universal intelligence that is always there, waiting to support us, ready to guide us, and that we don't have to do it ourselves. In fact, I'm going today at the I Can Do It workshop to give the I Can't Do It workshop. Because in other words, I don't want to do it alone. I want to be able, as part of my spiritual practice, to always call upon divine support and to surrender my desires and my problems so that I don't have that burden on my heart or that unmet longing, because I don't want my ego's desires to come into being. And what I really want is to be able to live in alignment with what wants to become, with divine will. So that's become really like a moment-to-moment spiritual practice for me. That it really is a practice, because the more I learn about the process of surrender, the more I realize that there's a deepening every time I think I have to fix it. So that's a big practice of mine.